Change is the most necessary and yet the most feared entity. The right way to respond to change is to first accept it and then adapt to it. Only when we truly accept change that we can be at peace. If we be in denial that nothing has changed, it's just a phase, it's all the same, then things become difficult because a lot of energy is spent in fighting something which is inevitable. Change is inevitable. So fighting it would only drain us of our energy, enthusiasm, and bring us a lot of negativity. So why fight it? Let's accept it. When we accept something, we can truly go beyond it. We can transcend it. So acceptance is the key. Going by the theme of our event, climate change phenomena is something that needs to be understood, accepted, and adapted to. I'm not saying that it cannot be reversed. It can well be with a lot of time and effort, but that would be a very long battle. So in the meantime, let's have a truce and make attempts to adapt to it. Or shall I say, to acclimatize to the change. I'm here before you sharing ideas worth sharing because I too, like you all, adapted to the changes in my life. I am a trained architect from IIT Roorkee, but the one who never had any sense of aesthetics, which is an integral part of architectural design. I understood and accepted my weakness and made up for it by focusing on the other aspects of architecture, like building materials, earthquake resistance, and climatically efficient architecture. I sailed through my years at IIT with decent grace because I accepted and rose beyond my limitations. I have switched fields, worked in various domains like travel, tour, and hospitality, banking, finance, and insurance. I thrived because I adapted to the changes in my life. Back in college, climatology in architecture was one of my favorite subjects. I also got the opportunity to publish quite a few white papers on the same. But a decade and a half, the architect in me lay dormant. My interest in climatically efficient architecture was rekindled recently when I got to contribute to a Sustainable Development Goals event. And since then, I have been ruminating a lot about the impact of climate in our lives. So the question is, if indeed we want to make a difference and want to adapt to climate change, then where do we start from? Let's start from the very place where we spend most of our time, our home, our abode. So I take this opportunity to present you with certain basic ideas which you can use while you are planning or building your home. The first aspect of climatically efficient architecture is the orientation. Going by the climate of India, which is tropical, the surface to volume ratio should be as low as possible because the more surface, the more exposure to heat. Let's go for compact plans. Square plans are more thermally efficient than rectangular or pentagon. The orientation of the building, of the long facade, the face of the building, should be north to south. For east to west orientation, we need to have some kind of protection, like buffer spaces or shades. And if we could have a square plan with a courtyard in it, there's nothing like it. Remember the courtyards from our grandparents' home? They used to be the hub of life, the soul of the house. Courtyards actually give way to gross ventilation. And if they are set up properly with the right placement of water and plants, then they accentuate natural cooling. Unfortunately, these days, we don't see implementations of courtyard plants in metropolitan cities, mostly because of lack of space or because of security concerns. So there is a wonderful solution for it. Let's go for perforated skylights. So they retain the goodness of a courtyard and yet they are more secure. Now the question comes that not all of us have the opportunity to build our own homes. Most of us live in rented spaces. Some of us live in apartments. Many of us live in pre-built homes. Does that mean that we cannot take any steps? There is a philosophy which I live by, and it is do what you can with what you have, where you are. by Theodore Roosevelt. This saying especially keeps me going as a working mother who's also a writer. The fact that I work for an office job does not mean that I cannot take steps to be a better mother. The fact that I'm a mother doesn't mean that I cannot make progress in other aspects of my life. The key is to do whatever you can, whatever little you can, with whatever time and resources you have. We need to make consistent efforts in the right direction. Even if we are moving forward and we are taking baby steps now, but if we keep moving, we will take giant leaps later when the chance arises. When things are not conducive, I would request you not to stop and not to give up as climate change awareness enthusiasts with propensity to adapt. The house I live in does not have a garden. We have a small veranda in the front, a small veranda at the back, and then there are balconies. My husband, who is very fond of gardening, has converted the space available into a mini garden. There are trees, assortment of potted plants. He very willingly and happily invests times in rearing the plants. It is because of his consistent efforts that we now have shade and greenery all around the house. Likewise, wherever you live, be conscious of your surroundings. Get indoor plants like monstera, peace lily, snake plant, anthusia. So these are the plants which actually aid cooling and purify the air. Take steps to reduce carbon emission and gas emission, carpool, get solar panels, do what you can. The second philosophy which helps climate support awareness enthusiasts like us is be vocal and seek support. Any dream, any passion which has the power to make a positive change needs to be shared if you really want to make it happen. Man is a social being. We cannot survive and thrive in change if we do not seek each other's support. Nothing worth achieving for greater good can be achieved alone. I learned it the hard way. I used to keep my dreams and goals to myself. Not because I thought that they were not worth sharing, but because I used to think, why bother others? Also, it takes a lot of courage to open up to others. Share a part of yourself with others. Because when you seek acceptance and support, you also have to give acceptance and support to the other in return. No sustainable relationship is a one-way street. I became more courageous when I was writing my book, and I decided to share my goal with everyone around. My book got published when an acquaintance of mine let me know about a writing contest wherein the winner gets their book published. I participated, I won, and my book got published. Now, this would not have happened if I had not shared my goals with my people, if I would not have built that network, that community of like-minded. It is okay to keep your goals to yourself if they are very selfish, but if your goal is about a noble cause, like climate change awareness, then be vocal about it. Share it with your family, friends, strangers. When you do that, a lot of goodwill is generated. A lot of motivation comes up, which really helps you keep going. I'm standing in front of you talking about making a difference and being aware about climate change. It has been possible because I know that back home, my mother-in-law is watching over my kids. She understands my cause and supports me. So she is a partner in our cause. Similarly, if your friends and family motivate you and do not let you give up, then they are a partner in your cause, our cause. When you are working for a greater good, it does not matter who gets the credit. The important thing is to get things done. So propagate your ideas, and it is really nice if others adopt your ideas, make them your own, implement them, and propagate them further. So that is the way we all can progress hand in hand. It is true that initially people might think, oh my God, he or she talks about climate change all the time. But later, they are going to accept your passion and sincerity. And next, they are going to contribute to your cause. Later, when you meet them, they will share with you how they used a prop behind their AC to shade it and make it more energy efficient. They will share how they came across some magnificent indoor plant which has cooling properties. Consciously and subconsciously, they are going to contribute to our cause. The last point I want to make is that if you really want to make a difference as climate change awareness enthusiast, then please do not wait for the right time to start. If you think that it's too late because you are bogged down by responsibilities, if you think it's too early because you are not equipped enough, I would say it's never too early to start and it is never too late to start. The important thing is to start, and your time starts now. Now is the only time we have. Right now is right. So you are in your 60s. Congratulations on your maturity and experience. Your time starts now to make a change. You are in your 20s. Congratulations in your enthusiasm. Your time to make a change starts now. I'm in my late 30s, a mother of a 10-year-old and a toddler. My time to create awareness about climate change starts now, and so does yours. So, my dear friends, let's together accept, survive, and thrive with climate change by bringing a change in perspective and give our all to the cause. Thank you.